Welcome back to Stream Media East 2023 Spring Edition here in Boston, Massachusetts. And I'm here with Rob Collins from Starz. Rob, what's your title with Starz?
As Director of Software Development.
Okay.
Been with Starz since about 2016.
Oh, wow.
Have an application development background, so kind of came in to help them with direct-to-consumer, to build some of the bigger applications and so forth. Mm-hmm. Liked it, stuck around, and now I'm part of a lot of the ingest, the streaming, that kind of thing.
Okay. And what panel were you on here today?
Actually, give a talk.
Oh, a talk. Sorry.
Yeah. It was mainly about a couple different aspects of the streaming. One of them being client development,
okay.
Like how you approach different platforms. Again, the application development piece of it. I mean, that wasn't exactly it, but that was the gist of it. And then working with CDNs as well.
Okay.
Just how some of the ways you can utilize them for effective streaming, to get to your customers and to do it in an economical way.
Okay. I know you weren't here for Content Delivery Summit yesterday, but multi-CDN was certainly a topic there. And then there's an interesting presentation by Yuri Resnick from Bright Cove talking about the mathematical step models to figure out, how to use different multi-CDN. I'm assuming Starz uses multiple CDNs as opposed to just one.
It does, and that is a very interesting topic that came up in there as well. Is that, what people might not realize about Starz was that we've been in streaming for, since the Stone Age, essentially.
Right.
There was, I think about 2004, 2006, there was a partnership with Netflix that was like with Real Networks and so forth. So it's been kind of a gradual maturation, mm-hmm. and some of the, and I wouldn't even call them legacy because it's turned out to be pretty good, but some of the applications tend to be more homegrown and so forth. So there's definitely a bigger effort to get there and so forth. Mm-hmm. But at the time it was happening, those kind of choices of working with CDNs and some of that command and control type of kind of switching wasn't available. So one of the things that Starz is doing now is that we've got a fairly robust set of client apps that we, separate teams, mm-hmm.
Platform
specialists that do those kind of things. And there's a lot of logging and instrumentation to say, how am I doing? How are we working and so forth. And we're able to kind of use that to, do a switching and do a configuration and so forth. Some of the newer stuff, at the time, even when there was the automated type switching software, wasn't terribly mature. Mm-hmm. It wasn't a good choice. It's obviously a lot better now.
Sure.
But we've already got the system to kind of do that. We may go that direction if it is valuable enough to not only do that job, but justify the effort to make that change.
Sure. Now, yours is all VOD or some VOD? Okay.
Yes.
So from that standpoint, the solutions already exist, as you say.
Yeah.
So.
We are a subscription service. Mm-hmm. There's no plan for ad tier. So,
mm-hmm.
There's when we go to a CDN, we have a fairly straightforward use case of saying this is blocking, tackling. Yes, we're going to be doing all the big ABR technologies. Yes, we're going to be doing the DRM, but they've had plenty of time to build up expertise on that.
So you mentioned the 2004, 2006 timeframe. What's interesting is Yuri, who gave that presentation yesterday, was on the team who engineered Real Media, and of course has moved on into a number of other things.
Oh, yeah.
But you were, that was precursor to any of the HTTP delivery stuff, because that didn't come around until I'd been in the industry, I guess, about 14 years at that point when that finally kicked in. So one of the things that sort of fascinates me, and I'm curious from Starz standpoint, you've got these experts, on different platforms, whether it's Roku or what have you. How do you deal with the decisions around long tail of legacy devices? Somebody who's sitting on Android lollipop say? Or at what point do you say, that's too old, we're going to move you forward on it?
We're in a situation where, as an early entrant, and we have people who use those kind of devices, it's not a smart business decision to say, guess what,
Right.
no more. There's been some that it's kind of like, for the love of God, we can't move forward in this. But we go through heroic efforts to say, you know what, this is this Android tablet somebody bought at Walmart
Right.
15 years ago.
Is using a version of SQ Lite that's probably been deprecated for 12 years.
Yes.
And has no DRM, so to speak of, in
Yes.
some ways. Okay.
So our default is to not deprecate
Okay.
anything. I hope nobody's offended by this, but we had a certain platform that is ancient that we've been trying to deprecate for a very long time. We finally got agreement where it's like, we're down to 0.0001%, please. We can. This is holding us back, and we did so.
So it's a business logic decision at that point. If the tail has tailed off,
the tail has tailed
diminishing
off.
returns.
I got a wonderful present from that client team. This certain device that we deprecated, and everybody had signed.
Everybody had signed it. Nice.
Said, because I was kind of the one saying, this is.
It's time. It's time. Yeah.
We're spending so much money to keep this alive.
Right. Got it. Awesome, Rob. Thank you for your time. Really appreciate that, and we'll be right back with our next guest.